Juggernaut.
Hey, how's it going? Been a while since I've done one of these. Yes, today I'm going to do a random select. So just a quick recap on how this works. I have a little random file picker which is going to be up on the screen here. Okay, and basically what's going to happen is I'm going to let this random file selector select one game from a certain system's library, and whatever game it selects I have to play. And I'll play it for 10 minutes with a timer, and after that timer runs out I'm going to give a verdict whether I want to continue or let the game go to game over. So, without further ado, as you can probably ascertain from the file directory here, today I am going to do a random select on the Sega Saturn. So, let's get it going, shall we? Away we go. May take a moment just to pick a game at random, but it will pick and we'll see what we get any moment now. NBA Live 1997. Okay, so I'll be right back and we'll get this game running. Bye. Okay, here we go. Funky music. And my controller isn't set up. Oh yes, it is. Okay, so okay, so we got lots of cool options to go with this cool music, but we'll keep it simple. After all, we've only got 10 minutes to check it out, so what teams are we gonna pick? Dun, 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 dun. Well, I am a fan of the Chicago Bulls, and they are number one. So we'll go with them versus, I don't know, the Lakers. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Gotta love the presentation, it looks pretty neat. Suitably satiny. Okay, so now we're loading, and when we get into the game and we're under control, we will start this timer off.
Hello everyone and welcome to Chicago for a presentation of EA Sports NBA Live Basketball. There's some action down on the floor, so let's get ready for this game.
Oh, floor action.
Chicago Bulls.
Alrighty.
Now, here's the starting lineup for both teams.
The Shaq Attack, Dennis Rodman. Oh, these were the glory days of basketball. Scottie Pippen. It's where the Chicago Bulls were pretty much unbeatable. They were just an amazing team. But let's skip the lineup. Let's get the timer going. Ready? Looks like we're about to take control. So let's start the timer now.
Here's the tip.
So the first thing I've got to do is try and discover what the controls are. The Lakers have already scored a point. So it looks like the C button is control for pass. B button is the shot. How do I reach in? So we've got the Y button as jump and intercept. X and Z buttons don't seem to do anything. A button seems to sprint, so. Oh, I missed the 3-pointer. Let's take it up and take it home. Now, how do we steal? So what are we going to find out? So the Y button makes us jump. Oh, 3-point shot. There we go. Nothing but net. Lovely and swish. The commentary's a bit bland. It's a bit sparse. But then again, with CD technology, that's probably for the best. CD tech was kind of slow in pulling and buffering, and with RAM consideration, it takes a little while to pull those little phrases out of memory. I'm just going to drive this puppy home. Boom, shakalaka. I'm still trying to figure out how to steal the ball. None of the button combinations, apart from the Y button to jump, seem to actually do anything on defense. Can't even seem to switch character, which I'm sure you can. Go on, Robin. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Yeah, there we go. So graphics are a little bit of a mess. It's very hard to determine what's going on here. It's very rudimentary 3D polygons with texture mapping. So, yeah, it looks a little rough. Control-wise, everything seems fairly responsive, though. Wrong button. Oh, crap. There goes my lead. Especially as I don't know how to steal. What else am I going to do? Oh, I see, tapping the B button. Right, you don't hold the B button to steal, you tap it and you put an arm in. There's a fair amount of inertia on the players. They don't turn the moment you want them to. They've got a certain degree of movement required before they actually will turn around and land in the direction you need them to be in, which is good. It makes it fairly realistic. Pippin, boom! Okay, Van Exel, I'm going to steal from you. And that's the end of the first quarter. So, the arena looks pretty neat. It's fairly high detailed, of course.
The Lakers 12, the Chicago Bulls 11.
No, we're down a point just for the last moment, so we can catch that up.
Now let's take a look at a summary of the game so far.
Yeah, the summary is it's pretty close. That's all you need to know. But now I know the controls, and now I know how things move around. I don't know how to juke. That's one thing that I would like to know. Clears the board. Get lost, Shaq. Oh, the overarm throw. Give me that ball, asshole. Okay, so tapping the C button lets you change character from the look of things, yeah. C button changes characters if you tap it.
Grabs the rebound.
Come on, Robin. For two. Come on, reach in. Don't want to reach in foul, but I just want to reach in. Damn it. Great bucket! Some of the commentary leaves a lot to be desired, much like Rodman's three throwing skills. Sound effects are fairly chunky though. Whoa! I did that by accident, but that is a nice 3-point throw. Only runners could do that on a regular basis. And if only he didn't go to see foreign leaders like Kim Jong-un and generally go absolutely batshit insane.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Come back! My player's out of bounds. I don't know what's going on. I lose my my little reticule underneath the players quite easily because the Sega Saturn's shading uses kind of a dot mesh rather than true transparencies. It's easy to get things lost under the shadows. But that's a small price to pay. It's quite a competent NBA game. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Sega Mega Drive Genesis NBA Live games, which I really, really loved. They had an isometric style to them, much like the early FIFA games did. And yeah, I think it was NBA 95 that I played religiously for absolutely ages. I updated all the stats and kept all the players current, and just loved every minute of that game. This one, the transition into 3D hasn't really been as smooth as it could have, but the core gameplay's still there. It's a bit murky with the graphics in there, and a little bit of a question over, you know, the control layout, but the actual responsiveness of the characters is pretty good. Come on, give me that ball, asshole! Give me the ball! I would like more defensive options. It seems like all that I can do is reach my arm in and try and steal the ball or jump. I would have liked to have been able to, you know, hold my arms out, stretch them to try and prevent a shot. But beggars can't be choosers. As I say, this is early rudimentary 3D gameplay.
The Chicago Bulls 27 and the Los Angeles Lakers 24.
And I'm kicking the Lakers' ass, which is good. Here's how the numbers break down. Chicago winning. Let's go. The loading times are pretty good too, to be fair. They're only a few seconds each, which is really respectable for this kind of 2-speed CD-ROM loading. Good job, Harper. Whoa! I don't know if the AI is going to rubber band like a Mario Kart, or whether it's going to be accurate where I just absolutely trounce them if I was good and practiced at the game. But it seems like every shot that I've missed has been a fair miss, and every shot I've landed, apart from the Hail Mary, has been a fair landing shot. Driving this one to the hoop. There we go. Yeah, that lack of defensive options is a bit of a pain compared to more recent, more up-to-date basketball games. Oh, nearly went out of bounds then. Pass the shoot. Oh, a bit too early. Come on, Dennis. Do what you're known for. Flatten these. Well, that and your stupid hairstyles. That's what the two things you're most known for. We're going to do a Hail Mary before my timer runs out. And I hit it off my own backboard. Wow. And that is the timer. So, what do I think? Well, let's finish the quarter at least. Let's finish the quarter. And then I'll tell you. Let's see if I'm going to win or lose. We've got 1 minute and 21 seconds to win this bad boy. It's a very close game. It's back and forth. Could go either way. All that we need is one drop shot and a rebound, and that could seal the deal. Or a nasty 3-point like that. Okay, I'm going to need a 3-pointer again. So we're going to pass to Harper. Fadeaway jumper, nothing. Don't want to go over. Come on, Luke. Yes, there we go. Back in the lead. But for how long? Hopefully for at least another 45 seconds. Then it won't matter. Oh, come on. Rebound it, rebound it. Curse you, Shaq. The Rodman's returning with an answer. Good on you, Rodman. My green-haired friend. Oh, what a steal! What a steal! This could be it. This could decide the game. Or I can miss ridiculously off a little jump shot like that. That's a simple alley-oop. Anybody could land that shot. Even my 6-year-old. But not Rodders. Not the Rodster. Asshole. So we got 5 seconds. Come on, let's deny him. Oh, Shaq, you son of a... So we tie the game.
And with 1 quarter left in regulation time, the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls are tied at 38.
So there we go. That was NBA Live 97 on the Sega Saturn. It suffers a little bit from early 3D rudimentary physics and graphics, but on the whole, I'm going to cut this straight to the chase. This is a continue. I would like to play this again a bit more. It may not have as many features as more up-to-date basketball games do, but it has a charm and it's got a playability factor that's quite neat. The controls are responsive, everything looks pretty good, so let's continue and finish off this game.
Let's compare the team's
performance. That's one other thing I like as well. The commentary doesn't repeat over and over and over and over again too often to drive you insane. It's very subtle, and it's only the occasional bit of color commentary rather than consistently throughout the entire game, which is very good. What isn't good, though, was that little spring shot that he launched. But I'm going to launch one of my own. There we go. Van Exel, you are the bane of my existence. And I'm going to smack you down.
Nice shot.
No, it wasn't. It was against me. Whoa! Boom! Shakalaka. Of course, there is that great divide between people who love the simulation of sports, and then there are people that love the over-the-top arcade versions of sport. For me, the real thing is great, but give me NBA Jam any day. NBA Jam, NBA Hang Time, even maybe NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC, or NBA Hoops. You just can't beat those. They did try to make one game that was like that recently, called NBA Playgrounds, but it somehow lacked the charm that these older games had. It didn't go too over the top, and I think that's what its problem was. When you compare it to something like NBA Jam TE or NBA Street, they were insane. They had these crazy dunks, you smashed the backboards, you know, they had this real personality and attitude with them that was reflective of their eras that they were released in. The new games, well, they're a little stale in comparison. I think NBA as a whole stagnated the more realistic the game got. It delved more into realistic categories and realistic physics, and the fun kind of fell to the wayside somewhat. I think these early 90s era of basketball games is the best. As I say, the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive version I played forever. 95, 96. I think the last one I played was 97 on the Mega Drive, but yeah, I would easily prefer that to this 3D version. Come on, Harper, drive it home. 11 points, 1 assist. This is probably one of the lowest scoring basketball games in the history of all mankind. But we do what we do, and we play how we play. And I'm going to sink that basket anyway. Come back! Come back! I'm chasing you! Come back! Come back! I want to squeeze your butt. Look, I'm reaching my arm out. I want to squeeze your butt. No, can I have a fiddle with your ding-dong then? No, I'll just take your balls instead. Alley up. We are running away with this with 28 seconds on the clock. Van Axel, let me feel your body. Rodman again. Let's pass and to Harper. Oh man, that's a foul and a half. Right, for that we're going to have to go for a 3-point shot. And we sink that bad boy. There is no coming back. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Doesn't matter if you score a last basket. We take the game home. So a pass, shoot, sink, and good night, sweet prince. Game over.
As the game comes to a close, the Bulls come away with a victory.
Yeah, buddy. And considering how close that was, we ran away with it in that final quarter when I really got the hang of how the players were working. So, what was my player of the game?
Here's the EA Sports player of the game.
The no photo available roster player. User of the game. Well, player 1. So we'll get back to that funky title screen. And that was NBA Live 97. Yeah, I can't really recommend it for a simulation point of view, but I can recommend it for a retro style NBA game that isn't NBA Hang Time, NBA Jam, NBA whatever's that flooded the market with awesome arcade games play. This was a lot of fun. I'll probably dig it out and play it another time soon. I suggest you dig it out if you own it and have a little go yourself and remind yourself of how sports games used to be in the mid-90s. Anyway, this is the end of this episode of Random Select. I will see you on the next one. Bye.